and I'm getting to somewhere where we can talk, where I can drive in peace and we can talk. Let me get out of the city limits first, and then we can discuss further. Episode 16 or 17? 16. Episode 16. Rant and blood clots and rants, or rants and blood clots. What do you think? Blood clot and ranting. No. Let's see. Rants and blood clots. Hello, everybody. Well, I think we've all heard the adage that says, God, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? Well, that's how I'm going to start this one. I was going to forego a show this week because of not illness, but just being down and out and having a hard time and just not having anything good to report. And then I said to myself, well, you know what? That might be the thing that people want to hear the most. Not necessarily good stuff, but and so I said, okay, I'll do a short one. What's going on right now is that I'm going from one day where I have pains in the lower back, in the kidney areas, to sharp pains like that, to numbing pains around that area, left and right, or both, or one after the other, or one day left, one day right. It's different. And then the urine will be clear. There won't be a problem. And then the next day, bang, blood clots come out like you've never seen them, and it scares the beep out of you, right? So this is what I've been dealing with. Eating properly, yes, less sugar, a lot more sensibly. I'm losing weight. I'm doing great. Never felt better, actually, because I have hardly any pain at all, but it's just scaring the crap out of me because of the blood clots coming out. And I think I'm even showing an image of one. I'm sorry, but I have to do that. So instead of being behind a desk and talking to you like that, I thought it might be better to just be like you're talking to your significant other next to you in the car, and just let people know what's going on, because this is what the facts are. We don't know what our bodies are doing. We're actually, that's engineered too. It's made so that we are as far away from the health and the healing that our bodies want and need as possible. Why do you think they're poisoning us all the time? Don't forget that meme on Facebook, how the doctors make money. They give you the pills, and they see you once every 3 months for the rest of your life. But if they gave you a health diet, like a plant-based diet, and they told you how to get healed, they'd never see you again. So it's very obvious to Sherlock Holmes, the average investigator, what they're doing. It's very obvious. So the object is to poison people and profit from the poisoned, and then make you pay for your own death, right? The more you research, the more you're going to find that. So if you are disturbed by what I'm saying, that's a good sign. It's a really good sign, because it means you care. If you didn't care, then that would be really troublesome. It's there's that other meme that shows up in my head about how it's not the corruption of government and the things that are happening, the evil that's happening around us that bother me. It's the fact that people don't really give a beep, and they're acting like it's nothing and it's normal. Back to health. So I just got a nice big fat blood clot come out yesterday that I didn't think was going to pass. It was so big. And what does that do? Well, you're by yourself. It doesn't even hurt. So I was breathing slowly and gently and deeply and talking to myself like it's going to be okay. It doesn't hurt. And the blood, it's not like bleeding where it doesn't stop. It comes out and then that's it. And then the urine's clear, you know, the following 1 or 2 urinations. So it's really strange. But one prognosis that I have is that this is the cancer that's trying to heal itself. This is the cancer that's, you know, getting flushed out. It's the body healing itself of the cancer, and it's got nowhere to go because the body's not going to absorb that shit, right? So that's what I'm thinking and I'm hoping. And I'm on the highway now, so I'm going to take a break and leave you with the scenery that I'm seeing. The other thing I want to mention real quick while I'm driving here, it's really good to be able to get this out. I don't know if people know how difficult this is to share and to talk about, but it's the drama, okay? It's the toxicity. It's the people that don't have their shit together, okay? They tend to look for people to, you know, to aim for, or to pull down, or to, you know, suck their energy from, whatever you want to find for word. When people aren't happy with themselves, when they're upset, when they're down, when they're not feeling good about themselves, all they do is point and they judge and they bring other people down. And these are the people that I'm, you know, getting away from. And I'm strongly suggesting to everybody to do the same, because that's where a lot of the dis-ease comes from. It's from other people dragging you down into their wars, making their wars your fault, and, you know, you end up having the knot in your stomach like I have now because of what's going on. It's very unnecessary, and it's not even your fault. If anybody saw that movie, Good Will Hunting, he was told 10 times to his face, it was never your fault. It was not your fault. It was not your fault. And it never was. And it turns out, if you take a piece of paper and you write down these words, is it my problem? Slap that on the fridge, come back to it every once in a while, and you'll say, no, no. No. Every time you come back to that, and you'll see it's not my fault. No. Did I cause that? No. Is it my problem? No. Well, then why am I dealing with it? Because other people are making you the problem. Other people are taking their problems out on you, just like with anger, just like with anything else. The weaker people will always try and tear down the strong ones. That's why the strong women have to be broken by the weak men, by the way, in abusive relationships. So keep your head up, dodge the bullets, and stay strong. And we'll talk next week, and I'll have a longer show for next week. Thank you for listening.